France, it's a name that echoes across the globe, conjuring images of romance, revolution, art, and power. But have you ever stopped to wonder, where did the name France actually come from? Before the Eiffel Tower pierced the Parisian skyline, before the reign of kings and queens, and long before revolutions that would shake the entire world, this land had a very different name and a very different destiny. Tonight, we journey back more than 2,000 years to uncover the true story behind the name, France, and discover how a land once called Gaul became one of the most influential nations on Earth. Long before the idea of France even existed, this vast territory was known as Gaul. It was a land inhabited by a diverse array of Celtic tribes, renowned as brave warriors and skilled craftsmen. They lived in fortified villages, worshipped the forces of nature, and spoke a tapestry of Celtic languages. For centuries, this was their world. But in the year 58 BCE, everything was about to change forever. The ambitious Roman general, Julius Caesar, launched a full-scale invasion of Gaul. What followed were years of brutal warfare, a conflict that pitted Roman discipline against Gallic fury. In the end, after immense bloodshed and resistance, Gaul fell under Roman control. The land was reorganized, becoming Roman Gaul. Latin, the language of the conquerors, began to replace the local Celtic tongues. Roman roads, marvels of engineering, crisscrossed the landscape, connecting distant towns and facilitating trade. Slowly but surely, Gaul was absorbed into the vast and powerful Roman world. Yet, as with all great empires, the Roman Empire would not last forever. By the 5th century, the mighty Roman Empire was in a state of terminal decline, its borders collapsing under pressure. From the north and east, Germanic tribes migrated across the frontiers, seeking new lands. Among them was a particularly powerful and ambitious group known as the Franks. They swept into northern Gaul, defeating the last remnants of Roman forces and seizing control of the territory. But unlike many other invaders who came only to plunder, the Franks stayed. They settled, they ruled, and they began to reshape the land in their own image. Under their dominion, Gaul was no longer just a Roman province. It became known as Francia, a simple yet profound name meaning the land of the Franks. This single word would set the course for a new history. One man, more than any other, was the architect of this new kingdom, King Clovis I. In a move that would define Europe for centuries, Clovis converted to Christianity in 496 CE. This pivotal decision unified the pagan Franks with the Gallo-Roman Christian population they now ruled. It also earned him the crucial support of the powerful church. For the first time, Francia became a unified Christian kingdom, laying the political and religious foundations for the future French state. The name Francia began to spread across the maps of Europe. Gradually, it evolved from being the name of a tribal territory to representing a distinct political identity. The language itself began to change. The vulgar Latin spoken by the Gallo-Romans started to mix with the Germanic language of the Franks and other local dialects. Over the centuries, this linguistic blend morphed and softened. The hard K sound in Francia eventually gave way to a softer sound. Francia became France. And the people living within its borders were no longer just Franks or Gallo-Romans, they were becoming French. By the High Middle Ages, the Kingdom of France had emerged as one of Europe's most powerful and centralized states. A long line of kings worked tirelessly to expand their territory, pushing the kingdom's borders outward. Paris, once a modest island settlement, grew into a bustling capital, a center of learning, culture, and royal power. The French language, born from that ancient mix of Latin and Germanic tongues, officially replaced Latin in government and daily life. France was no longer just a name on a map. It was a nation, with a shared language, a growing culture, and a powerful identity. This identity was forged in the fires of conflict. During the Middle Ages, France endured devastating plagues, famines, and invasions. The 100 Years' War, a brutal century-long conflict against England, tested the very survival of the young nation. It was during this desperate struggle that heroes like Joan of Arc emerged, a young peasant girl whose faith and courage inspired a renewed sense of unity and national pride. For the first time, people were fighting not just for a distant king or a feudal lord, but for France itself. The idea of France as a cherished homeland, patrie asterisk, had taken deep root in the hearts of its people. Then, in 1789, the world as it was known changed forever. The French Revolution erupted, a social and political tidal wave that swept away the absolute monarchy and unleashed powerful new ideas upon the world: liberty, equality, fraternity. France suddenly became a global symbol, not just of royal power, but of the rights of the people. The name France was now inextricably linked with the ideals of revolution, freedom, and the dawn of modern democracy. In the modern era, France's influence has been undeniable, shaping global art, fashion, philosophy, and politics. From the conquests of Napoleon that redrew the map of Europe to its central role in two world wars. From its revolutionary culinary arts to its profound contributions to literature and cinema, France has consistently left an indelible mark on humanity. The name France today represents far more than just geographical borders. It represents a rich and complex history, a unique cultural identity, and a lasting global influence. From the forests of ancient Gaul to the Frankish kingdom of Francia, to the modern Republic of France, this name carries within it thousands of years of struggle, belief, revolution, and transformation. France is not just a country. It is a story, a grand sweeping narrative written by Celtic warriors, Roman governors, Frankish kings, medieval knights, bold revolutionaries, and visionary dreamers. And that story continues to be written day by day. If you enjoyed this journey through history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and continue exploring the past with us. Thanks for watching.